Coach, I understand that it's not about moral victories, but how's it
Ain't no
feel to
moral
coach?
victories. I don't even want to talk about any moral victories. I just want to talk about the game. No moral victories here. None. None.
You want to talk about having such a resilient group?
No moral victories here. We ain't come from no moral victory.
Quick follow up though. The starting lineup struggled with slower starts. I mean, the guards had 7 assists in the first half. From your background being a point guard, what would you like to see differently from your guard?
It ain't got nothing to do with me. It got nothing to do with my background. It's got every bit to do with what they are learning and what they're doing as they're growing. They'll learn how to run the system. They're doing it and learning fast. Got to quickly learn it.
You emphasized the slow starts ahead of the game, saying you wanted your team to punch first. You didn't see that tonight. So at what point do you potentially consider shifting your starting five?
I'm not thinking of that. I'm thinking about going winning games. We'll figure it out.
So late in the game, you have the group on the floor. Dana's on the bench. What was the decision there to leave Dana on the bench in the game?
That's not that wasn't the decision that was made. This group was going. You don't stop the momentum. The group was going.
Anyone else in person?
One thing you guys got to understand: I don't play mind games. So whatever the flow of the game is, that's what's flowing.
What did you like about the group you had on the court late?
And the energy and momentum was then shifting in their favor.
So when you consider how they're kind of bringing your team back into the game again, does that play into potentially inserting?
Games are games. Games are games. There's so many things that happens in games, and you make the adjustments in the game.
Any more in person?
Yeah, I got one. Hey, Coach, I understand your frustration. At Chennedy, she played really tough. I think a lot of people just seen maybe she had a little bit more firepower to it, and that might be great for the start. What you think?
As you.
Facts.
Any more in person? We'll go to Carly Bell on Zoom. Please unmute.
The one thing about Kennedy is she's accepted her role. As of right now, she's accepting her role and doing a hell of a job in her role.
Well, I see it like the Lou Will though.
Carly, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. We've just seen free throws been an issue recently, just today, but then also just trying to get more attempts at the line. What did you see in the second half that out of your team offensively that was able to get more free throw attempts to make this a closer game?
Well, when you're aggressive, normally that happens. So we're a little more aggressive in the second half. A little bit better trying to get to the rim. There was deliberate actions, more so to speak, trying to get downhill a little bit more, trying to get to the rim a little bit more. Bigs were being powerful down there a little bit more. Those things have to start from the very beginning, from the onset. And we can do that. We'll give ourselves a chance. We'll give ourselves an opportunity to win games. Other than that, digging out of holes in this league, it's tough.
What's the messaging that you want to have to a team, to your team, so that you guys who are having these strong starts? It looks like there was a stronger start in the second quarter coming out. What's the messaging, and what are you trying to get across in those moments?
Well, it takes 40 minutes. That's the message. It's a 40-minute game.
Thank you.
Jordan on Zoom, please unmute.
Hey, Coach. I'm sorry if this question was asked already, but you emphasized back in pregame that getting off to a strong start is key. Obviously, in the first half, that wasn't the case. Do you feel like it starts from the defensive end, or more so just not making the shots?
Starts on both ends. We're a team on the defensive end first. Defensive stops, offensive runs. So it starts there for us more so than anywhere.
Any more for Coach?
Just one more for me. This next stretch of games against the Fever, the Wings, how are you going to use this as a measuring stick to assess whether or not maybe some changes need to happen? Dana, the starts have been a point of emphasis by you guys, by coach. What do you think is contributing to these slow starts we're seeing?
We just got to watch film and see what we can do better.
Oh, sorry.
Kennedy's coming.
Okay, we can wait then.
What did you?
I think, do he want to wait?
Sorry.
Did he want to wait?
Start. He just.
Okay.
In watching film from the previous 2 games, because this was an issue in those as well, what did you guys see from that film that kind of indicated maybe what could have been applied tonight?
Pace, paying attention to the scout report, making sure we know everybody's tendencies. I think that's very important. These players are too good. Like this league is too good to not know what these players do. And if you don't know, they're going to expose you. So we just got to be better in that aspect. Just really
I was talking to the people.
I'm sorry, girl. I'm gonna get this on over with. Yeah, just I think knowing the scout, just locking in. I feel like we gotta. I don't know. Honestly, shit, I don't know. That's something we figuring out now.
Kennedy, I'll just ask the same question to you. As far as the slow starts go, Teresa's talked about you being a spark coming off the bench. I guess coming off the bench, what are maybe you seeing in terms of that's then being applied to what you need to bring when you come into the game?
I just think we just have to play a little bit harder. I don't think this is like an X and O thing. I just think like we just got to play harder, play with energy, play with pace. That's it. It's nothing spectacular or special. You just got to play harder and just trust each other. That's it.
Obviously, you bring that to the game, and I guess that's why you got you coming off the bench because it's such a strong bout. Like right before you came in, I described you the Lou Will build. Like you bring that type of scoring.
Yeah, but I don't really like the Lou Will comparison though.
Why you don't check that?
Don't compare me to him. I don't think I'm Lou Will.
He's saying like coming off the bench.
I mean, that's
Spark.
cool. That's cool.
Not play style at all.
Okay,
I'm not
cool.
gonna
We
play
talking
with
about
you.
play style because I don't need that going out there on Twitter. Like, nah.
I ain't gonna say you can shoot as good
But
as
yeah,
Lou
I mean,
Will.
for me personally, it's just hard work and just locking in on whatever I'm doing outside of basketball to be prepared. Getting my legs under me, just making sure I'm getting a lot of shots up, and really just trying to learn the offense so I can figure out where I can be effective and where I can find my teammates. Honestly.
A lot of people being that angry spoke out like, yo, she's really a dog. Now people looking for that. I'm one of them. I never saw a game prior to today. I came out simply for that. I heard she's a dog.
For
You feel
sure.
me? So I'm really just trying to see more of that and which I can forward because today it was like started off flat. You didn't start anything like that, but once you came out, I'm like, oh nah, this team, they're gonna be something. They were all young, but they're gonna be something.
I got you. I appreciate that.
I'm curious, we've talked a lot about your guys' 3-point shooting as well, and I'm curious when you get out to these slow starts, how then struggling from 3 maybe like compounds kind of the issues there, and if it forces you into a mindset of needing to force 3s or like, I guess.
Get catch and shoot threes.
Yeah.
Trust each other. Get in the paint. Make the extra pass. Make the right winning play. I think that's what it comes down to.
And you're good, Dana, because just seeing you not come back in the fourth, just want to make sure.
I'm fine. Thank you.
More in person. We'll go to Carly Bell on Zoom.
Dana, this is just more of a question for you, and then I got one for Kennedy. It's in the first half, in the first quarter, is just a slow start. What was the messaging from coaching heading into the second quarter? You guys came out to a heavier run. So what is that messaging that they're trying to get across in that second quarter that you guys want to carry out for all 40 minutes?
Play harder, be better, play together, make the winning play. That's
Kennedy,
pretty much it.
What have you just seen out of the inconsistency that's been there offensively? Is it more of just chemistry? Is it trying to find everyone's spots? What, like, outside of just like the actual X's and O's of it, what do you think is leading to the inconsistency offensively?
I just think it's something that we gotta just take care of as a team. We're talking about it every day. We're trying to find different ways to get everybody in their right spots and everybody feeling good about what we're doing. I just think it's something eternally that we have to fix and we have to switch so that Chicago can be successful.
Thank you.
Jordan on Zoom, please unmute.
Hey ladies, my question is both, not necessarily about this game in particular, although it relates to the chemistry. Obviously, you've gotten off to a good start in the last couple of games. Do you feel like because of the change in the lineup and stuff, not everybody being healthy, that's why you guys haven't been able to find a consistent balance on the offensive end?
You can say.
You say that last part for me. You said
I'll get the whole question.
Okay.
So, obviously, there's some change to the lineup due to injuries and stuff like that. Do you feel like that's been a reason as to why the chemistry hasn't been there?
No. It's just something that we just gotta fix. We gotta watch film and we gotta watch the game to see what we can be better at. Don't just watch the game to just watch. Like we gotta point out the points to where we're not good, where we go three empty possessions. Like why are we having these empty possessions? What can we do to be better? We just gotta look in the mirror and fix it.
Any more players?
Just one more for me. Do you guys think you've had enough time together to establish whether or not things are working as is? Do you think a change is necessary as far as like rotations, the lineup at all, or do you think you still need a couple more games to really establish whether things are working?
I think that's a coach's question, honestly. I don't know what I can say about that. We just got to be better.
Anything else? All right, thank you, players.
Thank you.